What's up, everybody? This is AG Chopsticks, and welcome to the inaugural issue of Chopping for Deals. That's right, Chopping for Deals, where I share with you some of the deals that I've made and some of the flips I've done, just so you maybe too can someday do one of these flips on your own. This flip actually has to deal with the V75 75th anniversary American Silver Eagle release from the US Mint. I was actually able to get two of those. One of them I sold to a friend at a discounted price. Definitely not full price. The other one I actually sold to Sean D'Souza. He is a big-time bullion dealer on Facebook. And so I sold it to him for, well, honestly, $450. And yeah, I know. I could have gotten more, but you know what? I locked it in, and I'm happy with what I did. And I took that $450 and I turned it into this. On one of the groups I belong to on Facebook, I looked for a coin that I need. A coin that I need for my collection. And I was able to find one. Now, originally the guy quoted me a price of $450. This was back when I was looking about 8 months ago. Well, when I asked again, he quoted me a price of $450. And we were talking about it, and we secured the deal because, hey, $90 for the coin, I'm basically spending $90 on what's in this box. And the guy said to me, you know what? Hey, the deal is $450. I'm like, yeah, great. Just so you know, is that the same coin that we talked about a couple months ago for $400? He's like, ooh. I quoted you $400 back then. Well, you know what? Tell you what, AG. I'm going to let you have it for that $400. But you know what? I'm a good man. I'm a decent man. I'm an honest man. I was like, no. You quoted me $450. How about $450? That's what you quoted me. I have no problem with that. He's like, no. 400. I'm like, hey, tell you what. 430. Let's meet halfway of what you originally asked and what you're now asking. And you know what? Throw in a little bit of shipping. I'm a good guy. I think of doing what's right to people you buy from. And he's like, you know what, AG? Sure. But tell you what, if you want to make it the full $450, I'll go ahead and throw in some extras for you to maybe make it worth your while. And I'm like, you know what? I was willing to pay $450. Really, this is only costing me $90. Let's do it. So this is a package that I received today for that $450 from the gentleman. Let's see what I bought myself for $450. All right, so this did come from William Roman Coins. Definitely would suggest going to visit him. Let's see if I can get that to focus in a little bit better. William Roman Coins, so awesome to deal with. Thank you so much. I'm going to set that up here. I'll put a link to his website in the description so you have that contact information. So let's see what we got myself for $450. One of these things in here, I really, really, really wanted for myself. And yes, apparently, it's going to make me smile. I love reusing things. So let's see here. And I did pre-open this just because I wanted to make sure it had what I wanted in it. Set that aside here, and let's see what we got for $450. All right. Wow, we got a whole little bundle here. We got a 1940. Let's turn the coin cam on just so you can see it. We've got a nice little 1940, and he calls it AU, so that's nice. A 1940 AU Merc Dime. Those are always good to have. Let's save that one because that's going to take a minute. 1942 Merc Dime. Again, AU, so pretty nice shape. Let's look at those bell lines. Band lines, not bell lines. What am I talking about? Actually, that's a really good shape 1942D. Very nice. I don't need it for the album, but you know what? It's a nice coin to have. We'll take that added to the collection. Ooh, another AU. This one's a 1943. Again, look at those band lines. That's actually pretty good shape in the grand scheme of things. So another 1943P. We got a Buffalo nickel. Nice. We got a 1935. I'm hiding it behind the coin cam. 1935 Buffalo nickel. Doesn't look nickedated. Not in great shape, but you know what? It's not bad, and the little Mega might need that for her collection, so we'll check her Buffalo book for that. Again, these are all just technically bonus buys. Things that he threw in to make it a little bit better. We got a 1917 Buffalo. I can't make out a date there myself, but you know what? I'll take it. And maybe that's one of those double mounds, extra mounds, whatever. All right, we got an 1896 nice V-nickel. Very cool. I have very few V-nickels, so that's a nice little addition to the collection. We got another 1937 Buffalo. Very nice. Ooh. I won't save that one. That one's pretty. We got a 1903 Indian head penny. Again, this all came for $450. We'll save those ones here. We've got a Apollo coin. Cool. So it's one of those Apollo medals. I want to say it might be brass, but that's really cool. It's the moon landing 1969. A little bit extra. I actually have one on my 20th century coin plaque in my office, so that's a cool little add to it. Here's a beautiful one. Wow, that is just gorgeous. I'm going to put it under the microscope here. This is a BU 1945D. Look at that coin. Look at the luster. Look at the details in her hair. Check that out. Wow, that is a gorgeous 1945D. Again, I might actually check my album on that one. That is a beautiful condition Merc. So always nice to have those. This one's actually kind of fun, and I had to get the microscope out myself to figure out it was. And, you know, it's in horrible shape. It is in horrible shape. And he told me that. But again, these are just add-ons, little bonuses. So it's an itty-bitty little coin. If we look really closely, you can actually see the design. And that actually is a trime. A silver trime, as a matter of fact. So if we look in here, this again is my 2020 Red Book. Those are all nickels, small cents. I know it's a trime because it has that same star design that you see under the microscope. And then you also can see a little bit this crescent design. So it's in horrible condition, but it's actually my first trime. So I'm really happy about that as a bonus add. So very cool. I mean, these all here add up to a decent little chunk of change. I mean, Buffaloes are okay, V-nickels are okay. I love the Mercs that we had in, especially this 1945D BU. But that's not why I made the purchase. Why I made the purchase and why I'm excited is, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1916D, a key date. He calls it AG, and, you know, about good, which is about right for this, I would say. It could even be into the fine stage. But if I look at under the coin camera here, bring that back up for you, we do have a 1916. And, you know, you got some rim deterioration there. But it's still a 1916, clearly defined D Merc dime. So yes, I did add in for $90, ladies and gentlemen. $90 total to me. That's why we call this chopping for deals. Because I'm able to take $90, turn it into $450 by selling that V75. And now, for $90, I have the holy grail of all Merc dimes. And yeah, it's not in the greatest shape, and most likely it's cleaned. But I have one, and this completes my album. So, how did I do it? I was able to get online and make a purchase of a V75. You know, the U.S. website, you know, was atrocious, but I was able to get on. And I actually have an account for myself and an account that I have for work. So I do have two accounts, one for work, one for home. I focused on the home one first. That's this one here. And I was able to get one. I switched over to the work account, was able to get another one. I didn't flip that for as much because it was for a friend. I didn't want to make as much money off of him. Did I make some money? Yes, I did. I actually netted $200 on that transaction. Not the $370 that I netted on the transaction. So I'm really happy. I've got a 1916D. My Merc collection is complete. That is awesome, and that is chopping for deals. Yes, chopping with a CH for deals. I'll bring you some more deals that I find, but you know what? $90 for a 1960D, for a Trime, for a BU Merc, some other Mercs, some really cool older or buffalo nickels or V nickels, a nice 1903 fine detail Indian head. You can't beat that. And you know what? I was able to do it because my patience paid off. Whether it's coin or hunting or chopping for deals, it's not a matter of if, but when. Thanks for watching.